morning, everybody. Ladies, Saturday. This is my 8th Saturday live. I'll just wait and see who would like to join us this morning. Good morning from wherever you are this morning. Do say hi and do obviously what we always do. Oh, Mum, my mum's on. First to join, Mum. You're up bright and early. Well, it's not so early now. Sue Noble, good morning, Sue. And Adele, my little hero people, all on first thing this morning. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've got your coffee. How are you all? I want to know how it's going in England. You've all got a little bit more freedom of movement than we have here in Scotland. Morning, Kirsty. Morning, Jean. Pamela from Edinburgh. It's blooming chilly this morning. I don't know about you ladies, but I'm finding it very chilly and my hands have gone all white and I can't even put the fan heaters on because they're a bit loud in the background. Hello, Pat from Linlithgow. Alison, hello, and Heather Cameron, just making your coffee. How very civilised. Hello, Jan, Gigi. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all virtually. So yeah, let me know how it's going. Obviously in England you've got a little bit more movement around, I think, than we have here. Aaron is still firmly locked down, so we're all hiding away in our houses still, or going out walking or shopping, or just seeing people from afar. Hello Gigi, morning from Trafalgar. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, let us know how it's going wherever you are, and if you're all getting a bit fed up. This is our 8th Saturday live, and I can't believe it really is number 8 actually. We've talked about so much in the last few weeks. Hello Janie, nice to see you. Well, for those of the eagle-eyed amongst you, you will have spotted Colin. He's got a little bit more of a prominent slot this morning. Colin Chameleon, he's having a little coffee. And he's also got one of his favourite chocolates on the go, which is the Galaxy Smooth. So he's just going to chip in now and again if he's got anything useful to say. But I thought I would give him a little bit more front of house view so that none of you, well, you don't have difficulties seeing him. Just a bit of fun. Colin Chameleon. Right, so now I'm probably looking particularly bright. Richard, for those of you that know my partner, Richard, he is very techie and he decided to invest in some lighting. So I should be particularly bright. So if I look wrecked and totally full of wrinkles, it's not that the week has been unkind to me, it's just that the lights have been unkind to me. So they're very bright. I feel like I'm in a proper studio setting. And for those of you that perhaps looked at Wednesday wardrobe, we were obviously in my garden and it was freezing. But we also had improved microphone facilities, and I think what they call like a dead cat thing that they put at the end of the microphone, which keeps the sound of the wind to a minimum. So despite the fact it was quite blustery, hopefully you'll have been able to hear better than previous weeks when we've been outside. So, oh, I'll just catch up on some messages. Hello, Fiona. Hi. Good morning in Glasgow. England seems to be full of idiots bending or breaking the rules. Oh dear. Well, let's hope it doesn't backfire and you have to go into lockdown again, because it'd be great just to get out a little bit more, wouldn't it, really? Pamela, thank you. Yeah, this top, I talked about this top last week, I think, 2 Danes. It's in, I'll stand up and show you, it's got the little pockets at the front. So that one is on the website. It's from 2 Danes. I think it was called the H-A-I-M, the Haim or something like that. So it's in this colour and paprika. Fiona, great, your top's arrived safely. Good. And my necklace. Yeah, my necklace is part of Nadova. Actually, on that note, ladies, so we went into lockdown, as you know, 8 weeks ago. And the way that I run my shop is that I obviously forward order all my clothing and I try and coordinate all the colours so that everything you see when you come in all kind of coordinates properly. And then once that's all here, I order in my accessories, so my bags and my jewellery. Well, we kind of went into lockdown before I got to the point of ordering a lot more of the summer jewellery. But I have this week been in touch with Nadova. Nadova, as you know, have this type of jewellery, and I featured it on one of my previous Saturday lives. But they're back up and running just outside Paris. and they are now dispatching some of their spring summer jewelry. So in the coming week, I'll probably have it next week. So I will feature it again in the weeks to come. But it's lovely. They're all the sort of bright spring colours as well. So, and some new styles. Hello, Holly. So there's some lovely things to look at that are coming in, and I'll have a look at bags as well. But we just have to see, as you know, it's very difficult not being able to trade through the front door. So I have to be careful. So what I thought I'd do this week is I've got a number of tops and a jacket to show you, and I'm also going to show you some sandals. Now, you'll recall a few weeks ago that I had some Iggy shoes. I did a little feature on kind of a trainer style wedges. It was way back at the 8 weeks ago when it wasn't quite so warm, with the exception of today when it is a bit chilly. So I'm going to talk you through the sandals that I've got, of which there are four styles of sandals. And I've also got a selection of tops, some of which I'm only going to show you briefly because it's to remind you I've got them, because they coordinate with some of the other tops. So I'm very mindful that people quite like to buy things that all match. So where I've got a top and then I had a cardigan that matches, I'm just going to show you it together. But I've already spoken about it. I'll give you a quick reminder as to where you can find it and what brand it is. Hello, Christina. Good morning from Calendar. Yeah, cold here today. Yeah, it's cold here. It's cold everywhere. But I believe summer's coming again next week. Okay, so I'm going to push my chair back as normal. Let me just do that. And then I can access everything for you. I'm going to do it slightly random, only because I think it's nice to see a pair of sandals and then a piece of clothing and then maybe another pair of sandals, because they sort of coordinate with all the things I've got here. So I'll just talk you through those, and then obviously just ask any questions. So the sandals are all from Iggy. I'm going to show you the first one, and I'll come in, I'll tell you as much as I can about it, but I have loaded everything on the website. They're all live for you to see, so you can certainly go ahead and have a wee look afterwards. So this sandal is a leather sandal, as you can see. It's got a really lovely floral band across the front, and then the back is floral. It then has got these kind of almost like, oh, what do you call it? Not basket, but it's an elastane stretch, so it's really easy. It moves with your foot. So when you're walking, you don't have any of that awful inflexible fabric. So it's like a sort of jute, an elastane jute. This is a flat shoe, although you can see from that it's got a slight wedge on here. And I'm actually, what I'm going to do is measure and tell you, because a lot of people ask what the heel heights are. So I'll do that as I'm going along, and I will add that to the website. So your heel on this one would be about 2 inches. So although it's a kind of flat base, you do have that little bit of height just there. So that's about 2 inches from bare feet, if you like. So quite helpful. They're really nice. I've got them in this color, and I've also got them in navy, which I'll show you in a wee minute because it's slightly different. But there you go. These are coming in, I think, at £59.80. They are incredibly spongy. So if I just go to the camera and then just show you, they're really spongy underfoot. So Iggy & Co, for those of you that don't know the brand, it's Italian. So you can imagine Italian shoes are lovely. And this was a new brand that I brought in just this year, earlier this year. So these are the first sandals we've had of them. So that's that one. Goes with so many things, which I will show you. That obviously it's got pink, royal blue, a wee bit of yellow, and the base background is white. So there you go. So that's that one. And I'll show you the other one because it's a similar style. And it's just a plain blue. And instead of it being the leather front here, it's got like a suede band. So it's a blue suede. And then the back is blue as well. So again, exactly the same shoe. So again, if you're somebody that likes something that's just a basic blue, then that's the nice one. It's really nice. I would say on the sizing, I think it's fairly true to size. I think my feet have shrunk in a really bizarre way. I used to be size 4, and every brand I try on these days seems to fit a 3. So I don't think it's the shoe. I think it's me. I think I've shrunk. Anyway, so same shoe, but as I say, in the blue. So that's got that little 2-inch kind of heel there. Okay, so they are all on the website. And I think, well, the sizes are all there, but I think they go up to a 6. So it just depends what I've got in stock. But as you can imagine, these came in just before lockdown. So I've got most sizes of those at the moment. Hello, Pauline. And Senya, hello, good morning. Just check if there's anything I've missed. Okay, so there's those two pairs there. I'll just, well, I'll put them back here, but just ask if you want to see them again. Same price, so that's $59.80 for those. Okay, so this little coat I wanted to show you. Now, this is from Be Young. Again, Danish brand. It's a really lovely, lovely coat. Now, it's called the Chilla, Chilla. It's a faux suede. So if I come in and show you the material, it's a lovely sand colour, really lovely sandy cream colour. It's great for exactly this time of year when it's still a bit chilly. We're hopefully not getting too much rain, apart from what we're getting tomorrow. It's very simple at the back as well. It's got a vent at the back, a long sleeve. And actually, I'm just going to put it on for you because it's easy. I'm not going to do that with everything because it'll be too difficult. But if I just put it on and step back, you'll see what it's like. This is called the Chilla. This one is the most expensive item as you'd expect today, just because it's a coat, really. It's $79.99, and it's got a wee single button here and two pockets. The nice thing about this is it's got this nice stretch to it. So if I just go like that and show you the back, and you can roll it up, because I've got quite short arms, as I'm always going on about, but the sleeve, just to show you, see like that, the sleeve, very nicely, they put the same material on the inside for about 2 inches worth. So you can roll it up and wear that really quite casually as well. I think it's really nice. It's just one of those coats that goes with everything, and you can pop it on and it will be dressed up or down. I think will look great. Who else is saying? You're talking about Kendra, thanks. Fabulous coat. Yeah, Pamela, it is. It's just very nice. Be Young are very good at their coats, and I always get some in from them, and their prices are really reasonable, I think. This one has got no lining because it's a spring coat, so you don't need the extra weight of that, but it's just got the inside fabric, which is a kind of camel colour. But very, very nice, and if you're putting together neutrals, then this is a nice neutral coat. Obviously, if you've got dogs, and you've got children, you might find that that isn't conducive to either of those. But if you manage to have a life that doesn't have those sorts of features, then you might find this is actually quite a nice wee coat. Okay. Good morning, Rosemary. Hello, nice to meet you again online. Okay, so the next wee top, again from Be Young. This selection today is a mix of things because I thought, now that we've gone through quite a lot of the brands in of themselves, I thought I would just jumble up styles and tops, because I think when you're tuning in, if that particular style is not you, then you kind of have half an hour of just listening to me ramble about things that you don't necessarily wear. So I'm just going to jumble up things from here on in on Saturdays, and then, you know, hopefully there might be something in there that catches your eye. Now this is a lovely little denim blue shirt or blouse. It's made of lyocell, which is a natural fabric. Be Young are very good at recycling, and they do make some of their clothing from recycled bottles, which is quite extraordinary, plastic bottles. This is lyocell, and it's got this beautiful detailing. If I come in here, so it takes it up to a more feminine look because of the frill. It's got a wee frill edging all around the collar and down the front. And these little buttons here are actually poppers. So they come apart really easily. I'll just pop one open for you. She says, comes apart really easily. Yep, there we go. So you just pop them, and I think you could wear that as a wee jacket, or shacket, I think is the new word they're saying, which is somewhere between a shirt and a jacket. You could wear it outside. I wouldn't tend to wear that one tucked in. I'd wear that outside. So again, really nice. That's the back. So it's just a little denim style, very soft. Going to come in again. So very soft fabric. This one is called the Dino, D-E-N-O, the Dino shirt, and it's $49.99. And again, at the wrist, you've got the wee cuff, and again, you have a button at the cuff as well. Actually, the buttons, despite the fact they're popper buttons, the actual button itself is like a wee glass, sort of almost mother of pearl. So it's really pretty. Nice. And I think that, again, worn over the top of a t-shirt could be really nice. Let's see what you're all saying. I can't wear button fronts, ladies. Hello from Elaine in Lincolnshire. Oh, hello, Elaine from Lincolnshire. Nice to see you. Supposed to be in Lamlash next week. Oh, well, welcome to Lamlash virtually. I didn't show you the outside last week. I basically forgot as we were chatting away. It's not so nice today, but again, I will, please remind me at the end. I will go outside, open the door and show those who would like to see Lamlash. You can see Holy Isle and the sea, and that will just give you your little Lamlash hit. Hopefully it won't be too long before you can come back and visit. We are all missing you. Janelle, hello. Many of you might know Janelle. She owns the wee gift shop along the road in Lamlash. So I know we're all really looking forward to having you back on the island to show you all our lovely things, because our shops are full of really nice things for you. Anyway, that's the shirt. Okay. I'll go now. Don't forget, I'm going to just keep picking up the shoes for the people that are joining and that didn't see it when I started. But don't forget the floral, so you can get the floral with the denim, okay? And that with a wee white pair of jeans or crops would be great. Or you've got the denim blue, don't forget. So you've got these here as well. So I'll just every now and again pick them up to remind you. There's two more to tell you about as well. So that's that one. Okay, so the next one is another shirt. Now this is Tinta, for those of you that are Tinta fans from Spain. Adele, I know you like Tinta. This tends to be, as you can see, a fairly slim fitted blouse. So for those of you that like that shape, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got this very lovely lace edging. It's a V-neck and it's got this lace edging here, this pinstripe, which is in a lovely blue colour. And there's button fronts, like a sort of mother of pearl buttons as well. I'm going to put this ticket out of the way so you can see it. Now, this one is 68.75. It's got this blue paneling. It's got 3/4 length sleeve, and it's also got that beautiful blue little paneling on the edging, on the hem of the sleeve. And then on the back, it's just very simple and plain. But what those of you who have bought Tinta before will know, there's a nice cotton mix. This one is called, just to tell you, Dennis. Hi, I have no idea, but it's called the Dennis. And this one, to remind you, it's cotton, linen, elastin, and a bit of polyester. So it's got some stretch. The back is that lovely cotton, a bit like a t-shirt fabric. So it's not stiff. It's not like a lot of blouses where you get that heavy sort of inflexible cotton. It's the stretch cotton. And as I say, that's the front with that lovely paneling. Looks fabulous with jeans, looks fabulous dressed up or down. And again, as I say, that lovely detailing around the neck. So that's Tinta and it's called the Dennis. Just pop that back, don't forget the shoe as well. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about this now. So this is, in fact, I'll just make sure I'm not missing any. Heather, Cameron, I miss Aaron. Oh, I know. Adele, you do have an Uncle Dennis. I don't suppose it was named after him, but it's funny, isn't it funny what they do when they name clothes? Who knows where they come up? That's marketing for you. Okay, so this shoe I'm going to show you, this is super comfortable. So again, from Iggy, it's a white crossband, which I personally like. It's got a metallic silver back that fastens. It's a stretch Velcro fastening. So if I just show you, oops. So there you go. So that's it there. And then it's got this really fabulous spongy. Now this, I'll measure it in a minute. It looks about 2 inches. Again, it's a flat shoe, but you do get that additional bit of height. These are super comfortable as well. Let me just fasten that up. So you just, the usual, you pop it in to the side and then fold it back on itself and it just Velcros. So I love that because if you've got a foot that's not, well, we've all got different shaped feet, so you can adjust it. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's got that white platform really with a very slight silver line through it. These are called, it's the white one, let me tell you, it's just called White Sandal, again, Iggy, I-G-I. So if you are interested and you look at the website, we do have a section specifically for footwear. I think it says shoes. I'll tell you what the sole height is. So from the floor to your heel, the bottom of your heel, yeah, 2 inches. So again, if you're small like me, I actually like a heel like that because it's still extremely comfortable. It's flat, but it just gives you that little bit of height, and they go with everything. So there's that one, and the price I think of these ones are 66. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, that's the back. That's it from all angles. Okay, so I'll just pop that one down. Okay, so now those of you, this is another one from Tinta, another blouse, very different this time. I'm going to come back to what I've teamed it with in a wee minute, just to show you what I would do if I was wearing it. Okay, so this is Tinta, again from Spain, Madrid. This is not one of their fitted shirts, it's a much looser fit. So they do cover that range as well. I just tend to get quite a lot of collared fitted shirts because I have a sort of certain customer that likes a lot of that, and they're difficult to find. And when I found Tinta, they just suited that entire look. So most of the things I get from them are a more fitted look, but this is just gorgeous as well. This one is, I think, called, let's see what it's called, shall we? Oh, it's not Dennis, but they were obviously on D this spring. So Deborah, this one's called. So if there's anybody out there called Deborah, that's what they call it. Sue, the Tinta top, true to size. Yes, it is. I would say it is true to size, but it's on the smaller. So Adele, you've basically bought some Tinta things. If you've got anything to add, because you wear those tops, but I think they are pretty. I mean, they're Spanish, so. In this one I'm showing you, that one there was a size 12, but don't forget it's all about the shape as well. But I would go for the size that you are. If you have a bust, be very careful about buttons. I tend not to wear anything with buttons down the front because you get that gape just kind of here, which is really frustrating. But I would say they are pretty true to size, and if anything, slightly smaller. Right, so the Deborah, yeah, Adele, yeah, true to size, I would say. This one, again, this one is a 12, so it's a size 12 in the UK, and it's got this gorgeous blue print on it. What I particularly like about this, so it's got that V-neck with the trim, okay. This one is 100% viscose, okay, so that lovely natural cool fabric. The sleeve on this, I'm going to turn it around like that, if I can manage to do this. The sleeve on this has got a tie, so it's to the wrist or just above the wrist, but then you have a ruching, so you can pull it. I'm just going to pull it a little bit here. Okay, so you've got that effect, which is lovely. So if I show you it from the front, just sort out the camera angle a wee bit. So yeah, you've basically got that really lovely ruching effect here, and it's quite floaty. It's got little slits at the side as well. Very, very cool. And the back, same print, obviously, but it's got a wee vent. The detailing on Tinta, I mean, it's just such a lovely brand. I've fallen in love with it, actually. I think it's a lovely brand. But as I say, that one is a bit of a looser fit than that one. Okay. Now, what I was going to tell you is, or show you, you remember last week we talked about two Danes, and I had all this lovely hemp, cotton and linen, which they're known for. I would put that together. Now, although it's longer, as a layer, you could team it up with this. Now, this was something called the Hilda, the Hilda. I'm just going to put it over. Okay, so this one is in that lovely same blue, that gorgeous blue, and it's the one that had the buttons down the front of it, which you could either wear as a wee jacket or shacket, as we were saying earlier. And you can either do it done up with the buttons, or you can leave it open like that. And I think I did say last week you could do that, but I just thought I would show you what that would look like on. Now, if you feel funny about layering and having things that are hanging longer than the cardigan, do not worry. It all depends on how you put it together and how you wear it. So that one I think would look fantastic, just kinking out a little bit below this. I think if it was much shorter and it was more like up here, it would look not great. So I think it's all about the proportions that you wear things. And Adele, your mum was called Hilda. So you have an uncle called Dennis and your mum was called Hilda. Right, okay, well, were they in the fashion industry? So this one, don't forget, has got a wee 3/4 length sleeve. But I just thought I'd show you that because I just like it. And when I was looking at the items this morning about what coordinates, I think that's a really nice two-piece. Okay, I'm going to put that one back. So the last of the shoes, so this is quite trendy shoe. Wait a minute, I'll reach down for it. Okay, so similar in design. This one, okay, so this one is the cream sandal. This one again is the same price as the white one, 66. Now, as you can see, it's a bit more chunky. This one, I will tell you, I think it's a bit higher on the heel. I'm going to just measure it for you. So that one is, oh, it's not much actually. It's just about 2¼ inches. It's actually not that much higher than the other one. Again, this is like an oyster colour. I've called it cream. It was difficult for me to decide what to call it, whether it would be cream, sand, stone, but hopefully you can see that clearly in the light. It's just a very neutral colour. And it's got the same Velcro strap. So again, to adjust, you can just unvelcro it, pop it through, and then fasten again. Really comfortable padding again on your foot. I mean, you literally can, you barely know you've got them on. So for something so chunky, they're really lightweight. They've got a nice sole as well for this time of year. The wee trademark Iggy in labelling, and that tread, which is quite a sort of grippy tread, which is good. So there's no sliding about too much with those. And that lovely classic crossover. I actually think a lot of feet really suit that look. So it's also got this really nice little kind of silver button that where the strap goes through, not a button, but the kind of hole feature. Very nice. So there's that one. And just to remind you again, we've got the white one. So both similar, but a wee bit different. One's a little bit higher, that's flatter, and same price. Okay, so that's those two. Put them down. Just catch up on my messages, see if there's anything else. A jert. Oh yes, okay, Robin, yes. So I know I've heard these things called shackets, but you can, because what do you call? I mean, there's a good thing. So somebody's husband is calling it a jert. So something that you can wear as a jacket and a shirt. A jert. Maybe we can start something, Robin. You don't want to call it a cardigan because it's not a cardigan. Oh, Diana Dunn, hi from Brodick Beach. Wow, Diana, you're getting a signal in Brodick Beach. Hello, Tom. He's my cousin. Alison, me too. The second sandal looks loose. It does, Leslie. I'm going to measure it again, but because I agree with you when I measured it. But actually, if you look, I'm going to just put them as if they're flat. You see, because that's a flat form, so you do actually get a bit of height, but because your heel's up, but it actually is only it's half an inch difference between that one and that one, which is amazing because I would have said that that was a lot higher, but actually it doesn't seem to be because I've measured. So there you go. That's the back there, you see. I think it's just the way the instep is. So it might feel like your foot is at a slightly higher angle, whereas this one is obviously flat. So there you go. Hello, Nanette, no problem. You can always catch me on playback. I won't bore you with all the shoes again, but you can go back. Okay, so a few more things to show you. Okay, again, be young. How fab is this? So this is called the Panya. So we've moved away from people names. We've called this Panya, P-A-N-Y, Panya. It's obviously green, but beautiful print on it. Very floral, sort of peaches, pale pinks, and a really nice silky front. I actually think this one though, the Panya, I'm going to just double check for you, is polyester, which again is not a fabric that I would generally buy, but actually this one is gorgeous. I think they've really upped their game. I think polyester can be really nice to wear. This is cool, and it's got a very plain back, so just a very simple plain back in that gorgeous sort of soft material. Again, that's sort of t-shirt material, a wee sleeve, a cap sleeve. So for those of you that like a shorter sleeve, this is nice. And a scoop neck, well, not that scoop, it's kind of higher. And the edging on that, if I just bring it in, you've got this little green edging here. It's got a sporty, almost a sporty sort of feel to it, and a wee green elastane stretch here as well. So very nice. Now I had that with, and I'll just show you because I've only got one left. I didn't want to talk about it today because there is only one left, but because they came in at the beginning of the year, not the beginning of the year, just the beginning of the spring months, and I have them every season. Some people recognise this, and it's a full leather jacket again from Be Young. They basically come in and out every season. It's the one thing that I repeat every season because I generally do not repeat things. But this one, because they have such an amazing colour range, I get them in different colours every season. And so no two look the same. This is in a beautiful, beautiful pale pink. And I bought it to go with the tops as well. So, you can buy separately. The only one I have left is this pink one, which is why I haven't put it on the website. But if any of you are interested, it's size 12. Okay, so you can always contact me afterwards. It's a little biker jacket, basically a biker leather jacket. It's quite neat in fit, I have to say. So, it doesn't have much stretch because it's a leather fabric or a faux leather fabric. And that one is, just to tell you, the price of that one is incredibly reasonable. It's $49.99, so it's actually slightly less expensive than some of the shirts, but it's absolutely beautiful. And that's the back of it. Okay, and if I come in there, it's just got that little kind of biker effect padding on the shoulder and a zip up front and 2 pockets. That's just tissue over the zips because it's new and I haven't taken them off. But there literally is one left. But anyway, I digress. But I just thought I would show you it because that's what I got to go with them. But that's the shirt there to remind you. So if you like a green palette, that might be something for you. I'm just going to hang this away. Pop it there. Okay, so the last top is this one. This is from Yest. Now this is on the website as well. It's called the Gina, I think. Gianne, Geanne, the Gina top. Now this is actually a very, very nice top. It's got a lovely stretch fabric. I think this one, I don't know what it's made. Oh no, hang on a minute. I'll just tell you what it's made of because it's in here. It's viscose and a bit of nylon. The viscose in it's got a bit of stretch. So it's shown on the website from the Yest model tucked into jeans. And so it's difficult to see the length of it. I'll put the length of this on the website, but I think it's much nicer outside of something. And it's in navy. It's in that beautiful aqua blue that's very in at the moment, and red, and then this sort of creamy white. The red edging on the scoop neck, and the sleeve on this one too, if I was wearing it, would be just above the elbow. But it's really soft. If I go like that, I'll come in a wee bit. There you go. It looks great with denim jeans. If you are someone that likes a slim fit, then again, you can tell from this, you've got the horizontal stripes. Don't get put off by that, ladies, but it has got horizontal stripes. And if you're somebody who likes, it's a sort of jersey knit, so a great spring knit actually, it's gorgeous. Now, again, I've talked about these before, so I'm just gonna show you because remember, we talked about these cardigans. So I've got them in the bright pink. Remember the bright pink? I'm not talking about that specifically today because the palette of colours is not necessarily the one I would wear the pink with, but there's the aqua one. So it goes. So again, you've got that as a wee outfit, which is just gorgeous with your denims or your white trousers. And if that's too much and you feel that's not quite the right colour, don't forget I've got this also in navy. So you can really create 2 different looks from those. So there's the navy one. Okay, and I've also got the navy, I've got this cardigan in black as well. So I have it in, I always have these ones actually. Again, that's something Yes, Leslie, nautical. It is quite nautical. Very handy for being on Arran, isn't it? So that's those two. So yeah, so that's that one. Oh, and the price of that one, I think, is $42.95. So again, inexpensive and a really nice fit. That's from, yes, the Danish brand. So that's that one for you as well. So they are, how are we doing? That's 25 too. They are, I think, all the things I wanted to talk to you about today. Does anyone want to see any of those again before I show those of you on the mainland our view today? Give you your lamb lash hit. Too many nice things today. Oh, Sue, I know. Oh, Richard's joined. He's my partner, but I don't know where he is because he was cutting the grass at the back of the shop. So maybe he's on his mobile, who knows? Anyway, that's that. Yeah, so there's a whole selection of there. For those of you, again, I'll just show you the shoes. Those were the ones we featured at the beginning, if you've joined us late. And these were the other ones. Okay. I've got some other shoes from Fly, so I'll talk about them next week because I haven't done so. So what I'll do is I'll just show you outside and then we can say goodbye. So I've done this once before, so bear with me, everyone. The door is open. And for those of you that are watching from the mainland, we miss you. We'd love you to come back soon. Hopefully we can. Let's take you outside. Hang on. I'm going to just show you the view this morning. So it's a wee bit cloudy. Very quiet, not a soul around, but that's outside. There we go. I'll try and get you above the cars. And look at the grass. So we're not obviously cutting. I think there's going to be rabbits living in the grass at the front of the shop there. But that's Slam Lash this morning, everybody. So say hi. I'll just take you back in. Right. Oh, there's Richard. He's appeared. Okay. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that wee view, everyone. Oops. I think that's all I've got time for today. Hopefully we'll see you here towards the end of the summer. Maybe, who knows, we'll wait and see what they say. But as always, you know where I am. You know how to find me and get in touch. If there's anything you would like to know more about, please do get in touch. And Elaine, looks fast, can't wait to see it again. Yeah, I know, it's gorgeous. We're very lucky. But stay safe, everyone. Again, I feel like we're saying that all the time, but it's what we need to do. And hopefully we will see you in the not too distant future. And tune in again for Wednesday wardrobe as well. I don't know what I'm doing yet on that, so if anyone wants to see anything or give me some ideas, depending on the weather, I may do it in the garden again, or I might be in the shop. But have a lovely weekend, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day today, and I will see you or be in touch with you again very soon. Okay, bye. Bye.